We've met before, haven't we?
I don't think so. Where was it you think we met?
At your house, don't you remember?
No, I don't. Are you sure?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I'm there right now.
What do you mean you're where right now?
At your house.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Call me. Dial your number. Go ahead. I told you I was here.
How'd you do that?
Ask me.
How'd you get inside my house?
You invited me. It is not my custom to go where I'm not wanted.
Who are you?
Give me back my phone. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
How you like that, Jazz? Let's go. Oops. Okay, that is really weird because so we just working with some sound issues before, and all of a sudden I'm not getting sound. This does not bode well for the future of the show. So strap it in, folks. It's going to be one of those days. So without the intro, but there was an intro, but maybe that spooky Robert Blake thing just put a jinx on everything. But welcome, guys and gals, and everybody else. I'm Lorenzo, and this is my friend Phil. Just Phil. Just Phil this week. And we're here to do the Indie Comics Wednesday live stream show, and it's brought to you as it is every week by the Alternative City Shop. Let's see if this thing plays. The Alternative City Shop is where you'll find comic books, t-shirts, and some one-of-a-kind artwork by yours truly. There are indie and superhero mystery boxes filled with comics from my collection. There are also pins and pocket mirrors made from images cut from superhero comic books. There is no YouTube sponsorships or Patreon for this show, so if you want to show your support, this is how you do it. All right then, I don't know what's happening, but that's the kind of thing that happens sometimes, and we're just going to have to figure it out as we go along. So it looks like none of the audio is coming through on one of the channels, so I don't know. Whatever we did to get the Phil, I can't hear you either.
You can't hear me either.
Wait a
Uh-oh.
minute.
I can hear the audio, and I can hear you.
Ah,
hello.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, you want to play an audio clip just to double check?
Yeah, let's just try the whole promo thing again. One more time. This time for sure. Nothing on my sleeve. The Alternative City Shop is where you'll find comic books, t-shirts, and some one-of-a-kind artwork by yours truly. There are indie and superhero mystery boxes filled with comics from my collection. There are also pins and pocket mirrors made from images cut from superhero comic books. There is no YouTube sponsorships or Patreon for this show. So if you want to show your support, this is how you do it. I'm going to blame Felix because he's the only person I can blame other than myself. He must have stepped on the mute button or something, and I let him in the room. And I didn't notice it, so let's go with that. He stepped on the mute button, and I couldn't hear the audio from the stream. So hopefully everything's going to be okay.
Thor choose my cables.
Oh, okay. I think it was me this time, but we'll see. Hopefully our guests will be able to hear. We'll be having guests later on. We're a little late, but we're going to bring them on as soon as possible. We get to other stuff later on. And they are from Lucky Devil Comics. Of the Lucky Devil comic is their imprint, and they'll be joining us in a few minutes after a little opening chit chat and stuff like that. So we're looking forward to that. How are you, Phil?
I'm doing pretty well, sir.
That's awesome.
It's been an interesting week at my house in good ways. I'll share some of that with you in a minute.
Ooh, can't wait to hear about that. All right, so man, this is this is kind of a fun thing. That opening, by the way, for those who just like wondering what the hell was that, as often the stuff that I play on here, people do wonder what the hell was that. Was Robert Blake and I think not Bill Paxton, that Bill something with a P from Lost Highway. Bill Plummer, thank you.
Pullman.
I come to fix the sink.
No,
Bill
Pullman.
Pullman, thank you. Bill Pullman. He's a conductor or something, or something like that. Bill Pullman and Robert Blake, who may or may not have done some things. You can look it up in the line and see what he may have done, but damn, that dude could act. And as that spooky character from Lost Highway, you know, a David Lynch classic, there's a lot more great scenes that, oh my God, yes, tell me about it, Dan. How you doing, brother? This is amazing. I got to watch that again, man. I just forgot about that scene. Like, how spooky is that shit? Like, it's this guy you don't even know walks up to you and just like,
I have never seen that before.
Oh, I don't know. It is crazy. It is a crazy, spooky, good film. So much to talk about, but it is a very, very, very good movie. Let's shout the chat out real quick and we can get going here. We already saw Dan. How are you, Dan? And 80s guy. What's happening, 80s guy? Good to see you, my friend. And Avery Label. That guy looks a lot like Phil. I don't know if that's Phil or not. Could it be Phil?
Got that squirrel in there.
Yeah, I know. We love squirrels. Squirrels. Dan, no idea what this is. Oh, another guy. And there's Mitchell. What's happening, Mitchell? Cheers and greetings and salutations to everyone. I think that's everyone for now. Oh, there's my love of my life. Hi, everybody. Hi to you, dear. So yeah, that's the intro to one of the spookiest movies I've ever watched in a long time. And I was running so late today too. That's like a Wednesday for me, right? We're going to talk. I was going to talk about the bison attack, but I forgot to get the video up for that. Everybody's seen that, right? You ever seen the bison attack? Oh no, it was where was it? It was I don't know. It was in Canada.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a grandpa, right?
I think it was, man. I don't think we found out did he survive or not? But I think everyone's seen it, right? We're just like, yeah. The moral of the story is, boys and girls, don't fuck with bisons.
No, they can run faster than you, even around trees.
Oh my God! What was he thinking? I mean, it's like a Mack truck is chasing you around a tree.
I don't know. That's in a panic. That's all I could think to do is put a tree in between me and him. I don't know.
I guess
fight or flight.
I guess if he thanks, Dan. It was at it was at Yellowstone. Yeah. So I don't even need to show the video because everybody's seen it already. So everybody's already seen it.
Okay.
But yeah, that was he's in critical condition. I can imagine. I guess the only option would have been to climb said tree, and I don't think they can climb. There's probably a very good chance that he could probably knock it down because he's so
inclined.
Yeah, if it was a bear, different story.
Threw him like a buffalo or a bull in a rodeo, kind of.
Oh my God! I mean, I've never seen. I mean, I don't know how he landed, but that was not good. I know if I was thrown like that, I would be in critical condition myself. But man, and that's very sad. All right, so we got time to talk about. We got time to talk about stuff we picked up this week. So why don't you, sir, go first this time? And,
well, I noticed
picked up this week.
I noticed an image in your thumbnail that caught my eye because it's a book I bought, but I have a little story, at least from my perspective.
Okay.
Just normal stuff from my pull, which is still quite small. Fraction Batman, Department of Truth, latest one.
Nice.
And I just discovered there's a Volume 2 Department of Truth hardcover that has come out, like big hardcover, like 18 issues. I wish they would do that with What's the Furthest Place from Here. But then I think I've got to say, was this a book you recommended?
I did talk about that. I did like it. A lot of things. You got the second one too?
Yeah, it just came out today, I believe. Anyway,
yeah. Did you read it yet? The first one or the?
No.
Yeah.
But the art style takes me back to an odd time in Marvel's history, where they had I don't remember the imprint, but it was called Martial Law, maybe Denny O'Neil. Anyway, that was quite the odd departure for Marvel. But anyway, here's the other book. The other night, Roscoe told me about this book, and he said he thought I would find it interesting. So I went looking for it. I couldn't find it anywhere. It was not on League of Comic Geeks, and it's this.
Oh yeah, that's a Hickman book, right?
Well, yes, it's a one-shot, and I don't even think there's any variants. It's just a one-shot from Dark Horse, but what it is a launch point for this whole universe to come. Sort of like the first Geiger book was a launch point for lots of other titles.
For the Ghost Machine universe and stuff?
Yes, so I think that's what this is. But the weird part is that I couldn't find it listed anywhere, and then it was jinxed because when I went then to purchase it from Midtown, I almost got hit by lightning. I had it in my cart. I went to check out, and it is as if I had never gone shopping.
No.
So it was like I'm destined not to get it there either. So I went to the other place that I don't like to name. That's a favorite of yours, and I pre-ordered 4 copies because I wasn't seeing any news on it anywhere. And it wasn't even listed in League of Comic Geeks.
Wow.
Which made me wonder if it's going to be a ghost. But then it is there in your thumbnail. So
yeah, I mean, I was talking. I mean, I was solo last week. I was talking about it, and it's like people were complaining about the price of it because it was a Hickman book. It was like $8 or $7.99 or something like that. It's a one-shot, magazine size, prestige format. I mean, that's what you get for that size.
High quality cover, high quality paper inside.
Yeah.
So I think that justifies the price. And then I'll end with a mail call, or in this case, a grail call.
Nice.
This is the first appearance of a character that I have the second, third, and fourth appearances of. I'll do the reveal. I showed this off on Roscoe's show the other night, but I'll show it here because I heard rumor that you like indie books.
Oh.
So
you tell.
I'll do it like this. Ouch. I have a bad shoulder. Here we
hurt
go.
Yourself. Oh, man. Oh, is that Grendel? Is that the first appearance of Grendel?
Yeah, Comical Primer number 2, first appearance. Grendel.
Oh.
Sorry about the reflection there, but anyway, I have been able to find it easily over the years, but it has never been in a condition that I've wanted or a price I was willing to pay. And the stars aligned, and I found one, and now I don't have any big grill on my list anymore. So, hoorah!
Did you get that from the place that should not be named?
No, I actually got that on eBay.
No way.
Yeah, it's like I said, I wonder. It's like one of those things. Every now and then, I'll just get anybody and say, I wonder what Comic Go Primer #2 is going for, and like kind of see what it's out there. This was the first time I said, wow. So
okay.
That's what's going on here in mid Michigan.
That sounds fun, man. Wish I was there.
Well, I do too. Bring Janet.
All right, let me go through my little junk that I got. Nothing as glorious as that, unfortunately. I didn't go last week because it was a late day and I didn't want to leave the house and blah blah blah. Sorry for all that crinkling sound, y'all. So I got 2 weeks worth of books. It's a lot of books for a guy that's leaving the country in a few months, but bear with me. I'll be selling them all pretty soon. First thing is the House of Slaughter. Oh, sorry, Fall of the House of Slaughter #3.
Is that magazine size as well?
This is regular floppy size. This is, I'm on needles and pens waiting to see who the hell is going to be, the new dragon and all that, but you know how James Tynion is. Next is it has like a little cover on it because it is a glow in the dark cover.
Oh, neat.
Mark Spears Monsters. I'm still pulling this too for the time being because these move pretty easily. This is a glow in the dark cover. Dork #6, just amazing. I'm going to pull this as long as I can and probably try to keep some of them too because I really like this. Really like Dork. It's I don't think this is just an odd, phenomenon. This is something that's going to be around like this Absolute Batman #20. What is it? 2022. Number 22.
Time flies.
I know, right? That's yesterday. Ooh, I'll talk more about Absolute Batman in a little bit, but Exquisite Corpses or Rascal Randy #1. I'll probably just get this one. I don't think I'll get this series, especially if it's 12 issues long. First of all, how deep can Rascal Randy's story be? And then I just don't want to go 12 issues, and it's going to put me like around the cusp of the time that we leave. So I'm going to just put the kibosh on that as soon as I can. Seasons #12, is it? 11, almost #12. Season #11. Hopefully this is going to be ending pretty soon too, but it's pretty good. So I'll hang on to it for a while. #21 of World Tree. And winter is coming. This is very quietly still going on, very, very, very quietly still going.
I remember buying the first couple, at least the first arc off the rack.
How far did you go in that?
Well, no further than the first arc.
Okay.
And I don't remember any of it, but that was so long ago. So
I know. And it's the thing about it. It's one of those books that it just keeps going and going. Kind of like What's the Furthest Place? And you kind of forget where you left off because, it takes long hiatuses. It's not a regular release date. So it's good when you get it, but now you got to reread the last couple issues at least to see what's going on.
Okay.
But last I read, it was still good. So I'm just looking to the end. I'm thinking it's going to end soon because I can't see this being ongoing in any way, shape, or form. But it got better after that first arc, I have to tell you. I just canceled this today because this is the end of this arc on Arcadia. Beautifully drawn book, well written and stuff like that. So that's the thing. Arcadia, and this is back. I almost bought the Crisis cover with Invincible holding the character from this book, but I thought that's almost in the category of the ASM 300. It's been done to death. So I get another one. Just get the A cover and call it a day. Battle Beast. Battle Beast is. I'm going to pull it as long as I can because I love it. I love it. I love Ryan Hartley's art. Look at this like bloody messy cover here. It's crazy.
That's Image, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You betcha. Image Skybound, even little sub imprint. Tigress Island, sad smiley face, sad emoji, #5. It comes to an end, but it's been amazing because it's just the best trashy little book I've ever read in a while. And at last, and one might even say, I don't know, finally, that I get the last issue we get the last issue of White Boat. White Boat,
Number 3.
You got it.
It's been at least a year, hasn't it?
Strong year. Easily a year, 18 months, or something like that. Because, Distillery allegedly was, kind of like having difficulties and, maybe circling the drain a little bit, but they're fighting back and they're releasing stuff now. And I'm here for it. This is the only one I've ever, maybe I did finish one more series before this. This is the first series I finished. Yes. Yes. What's up, Moho? I'm going to read all 3 of them again because I don't remember exactly what happened. I remember it was a very good start to this mysterious white boat that tours the world and has a lot of strange stuff happening on it. But I'm going to have to get my memory refreshed because I don't remember stuff I read last week even. So I remember it being good, and that's all I remember, and that's all I got. Real quick, before we bring our guests on, I do have some news about the, well, not news, but just like the Alternative City Shop has some new stuff in it, if you will. And that new stuff is the bundles I talked about last week. And a couple of those bundles are that Texas Blood 1 through 13. I love this series. It got better. It was good the first few issues, then it slacked off a little. Then it got better near the end, around number 13, and then went up to like number 18. I want to say. So I'd already stopped pulling at that point, but it's a good series to read. So every book I put in my shop is always at least in I say VF or better if it's a new book. If it's an older book like this one, which is not Brand X number 1, are you up on this one?
I know the book.
Yep, this is the first issue of Marvel's first spoof parody book, not Brand X. I love this book. It's in, I would call it strong, good condition. The staples are in great shape. There's no rust, and it's like almost a 60-year-old book. So it's in pretty damn good shape to be a 60-year-old book. So if you like that kind of thing, this might be a place to pick it up. Otherwise, there's more stuff in there as well. Like, for instance, the Dork Hot Comic Bundle, which contains second printing of Dork, third printing of White Sky number 1, and I think second or third printing of Beneath the Trees What Nobody Sees. And then there is the Mark Spears Monsters 1 through 5. This is a little higher than normal only because that this one right here, the number 2, is a first printing. They're all first printings except for the first issue in this one. So number 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all first printings. And this one's, I think, about a $35, $40 book right now by itself. The rest of them are probably at least $6 or $7 a piece. The number 3 here is, I think, a $15 book right now. So there's some pretty good deals in here, and they're all in great shape. They're all high quality and all high quality grade.
Pack fresh.
Pack fresh, you know it.
Blind bag fresh.
Ooh, minty fresh. And of course, then there's Dark Ride, this book I loved so much back in the day. This was, I still love it. I've loved it. It was like 2 years old now, but 2 or 3 years old. So you can decide if you want to read that whole series or not. But I bet you will, because this is a very good deal to get people started, on this wonderful book here. I think they were almost like about $6 a piece. So you're getting all, well, I think about $4 a piece, $5 a piece. So you're getting like all 3 of those for like $7 plus shipping. And that's it. So shameless plugs aside.
I have a question. Can I get a Penultimate shirt from that site?
You bet you. Funny you should ask. We got shirts here. Where's the t-shirts? There we go. There you go.
There it is. There it is.
Right now we've got Penultimate Ninja Bunny Assassin shirts, which I'm rocking today myself, and the Awesome 5 shirt. More to come in the near future. And that's all I have to say about that. All right. Now the time has come. I want to keep these people waiting because they're, it's like, oh, just like you. It's like, almost 10 o'clock out there where they are. And they are with, I should say, they are the founders and the people who run Lucky Devil Comic. And they made this amazing comic I just picked up called The Plague. And I just finished reading it. And it's it's pretty awesome. So without further ado, I'm going to bring these folks on, and we can look at their stuff. And welcome to the stage, Lucky Devil Comics. Say hi.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And more importantly, can you hear everyone? Can you hear us? Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Oh, no.
We call shenanigans.
You scared me. I can't take it. Oh, awesome. All right, so introduce yourself and talk about what your book is. I'm going to see if I can bring it up, actually, so I can let people look at some of the video, the stills from it, if you don't mind.
Sure, I got a copy here too, just in case.
Nice. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, let's see if I can do this. We're doing this live here, so I should have already done this.
In the meantime, I'll introduce myself and my wife Nicole. So my name is Styles. I am the writer and creator of The Plague, and I Lucky Devil Comics along with my beautiful wife Nicole.
Hi. So I did do some of the a little bit of the art and coloring, and also some of the editing, and just like consulting my husband with the comic.
She tells me if it's any good or not, and if it's not, then I have to run back to the drawing board.
Fair enough.
I also feel like it's good to have another set of eyes to just kind of like, like help gauge the pacing and different things like that, because sometimes, when you get too into something, you might feel like you don't want to change it, but if you have another person, giving a little input.
What I like is that actually, like, I grew up as a big comic nerd, but Nicole didn't. So when we first started like this endeavor, she didn't really even know how to read a comic. She was like, "Who's speaking? What's going on?"
I don't know.
So
I was into anime and manga, but obviously, like manga, it's
to read the other way.
But
These guys are writing stuff backward here.
I did read like Archie comics and stuff when I was a kid. Like my older sister would pick up Archie comics, but obviously it's not the same as like Marvel or DC things. But
oh well, still Archie don't short sell Archie. Archie is a strong fan base, even still. Wow.
I always love the crossovers. Like sometimes you get like an unexpected character, like the Punisher. It's like, what's he doing with Archie? What doesn't make sense, but okay.
I have the Archie versus Predator 4-issue mini.
Yeah, I got a stock of them. Oh, go ahead, Phil.
Well, I was going to say we found out backstage that we can now add some comic family from across. I was going to say across the pond, but it's across the lake. You said you're in the Toronto area, across the Lake Huron, or Erie.
Yeah.
So several members of our circle up there as well.
Yes, that's right. Toronto's a beautiful city too. I've only been there. I've been there twice actually. It's been a real nice. I've been there a long time, but it's a beautiful city.
You both been here twice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a fun place.
Oh, cool.
We'll get back one of these days.
We're experiencing a bit of an issue over here. There was like a big wildfire, so it's actually completely
blown over the city. Yeah.
The city just looks orange, but it looks like there was a filter over it. It's great.
It smells kind of like smoky outside, kind of like a sauna or something.
Kind of smells good, but
yeah.
Wow.
There are warnings about the air quality.
It smells like a giant barbecue. I like it.
I guess that's one way to go look on the brighter side of it, I guess. Yeah. I saw a picture this morning. I just was aware that some people were evacuating off this. I forget the name of the town, but they decided to leave the whole town behind because they were leaving by boat. I forget what the name of the Hamilton was. It maybe it's another place. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was a horrific shock. Oh my God, they on an island or something? But it was just like the whole place was on fire, and they were like leaving by boat. It's just
the footage on the train is insane. Like it looks like they're just like the train is engulfed in flames. Like it looks insane.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, question: if he'd been in comics for a while, and you're kind of new to them, at least I'll say in modern day books, are you reading modern day titles right now as a result of your experience creating this book, or no?
Mostly indie. mostly a lot of indie, especially like other fellow Canadian creators.
And also like other Kickstarter people, like when you back other people's projects. So a lot of the comics, yeah, are also indie.
A lot of hidden gems on there. Interesting stuff.
Well, a lot of the best stuff is coming from now, as far as we're concerned, man. That's what the indie comics is where it's at.
And I don't know if if you've been to cons, then probably Artist Alley you're familiar with, and the talent you can find up and down those aisles too.
Yeah.
Similar.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I did try to upload the PDF. Unfortunately, it's a 40-page PDF. I just, like it's too big for StreamYard to handle. I should have made a smaller video. Not your fault. Just like, yeah. So we're up to you guys to provide the visuals. So tell us a little bit more about the plague. What I can tell is about this. It made it sound so much like current events. It's scary. So just tell us a little bit without giving away too much about the plot of the plague.
Yeah. So the plague, it was really inspired by like a lot of stuff that I grew up with. Like I'm a huge '90s comic fan, and I also love like the X-Files. So there's a little bit of everything in there. I even say there's a bit of like George Orwell's 1984. As far as the story, it takes place in New Orleans, and it revolves around a character named Diego Diaz. And this character, he's kind of like a naive, well-meaning but naive kind of guy, and he gets unwillingly wrapped up in this deadly conspiracy. And before he can really go public with it and expose what's going on, he gets silenced. And he gets murdered, but there's a supernatural twist, and he comes back. And that's really where we leave off with issue 1.
Yes, yes, that's where I finished up. I was like, wow, this is pretty. It's the evil corporation. I love the evil corporation concept. It's just so real. It's just almost redundant to say evil and corporation together almost these days. But yeah. And
a lot of real inspiration.
For real, man, for real. So who's the artist? And you're the writer, Styles. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm the writer. We actually had 2 different artists, both from Spain. We also had a colorist. I believe he was from Guatemala. And yeah, it was a big endeavor. First time we ever did anything like this, so it's actually a lot tougher than I thought to actually find the artist and outsource and kind of communicate what my vision was.
Yeah, especially with the language barrier. I feel like that added another element to it.
For sure.
And also we're just new to doing this in general. So like figuring out timelines and all that stuff. It was a learning lesson, and I feel like it'll make issue 2 a lot smoother.
Wow. Yeah. I noticed when I was reading, like, wow, this is your first comic attempt at making a comic?
Yeah, first attempt. Hopefully not the last. We've got a lot of plans with the plague.
Yeah.
I was a little overzealous. I kind of wrote like an overview for about 100 issues. So I have no idea if we're going to get there. I don't even know if we'll make it to issue 10, but the overview is there. So yeah.
Yeah, he actually had like a binder where he made like a whole bunch of different character profiles, bad guys, good guys. He has like a whole universe. It's actually pretty insane. Like
it's kind of
this
fun.
Get out. That's all. Oh yeah,
he has concepts for like the different covers for like the first few issues, like everything, like it.
And if it doesn't work out, I can always use it to work out because it's.
So how long has this been brewing in your head?
So in total, I think the whole process started about 3 years ago, and that's when I just kind of started toying with the idea, just drawing like sketches and concepts, and over time it just kind of grew and became like this whole thing, and actually changed quite a bit from the original vision. But yeah, I mean, originally I wanted to do more like a kind of like a slapstick, like Toxic Avenger kind of story. And I showed it to my wife. I showed like the concept art to my wife. I was like, "What do you think?" She's like, "Looks like Deadpool, but not as good."
Yeah, I said it looked like a weird looking Deadpool. I was like, I don't like it.
So I had to literally go back to the drawing board and for weeks just tweak the character and tweak the designs until finally I put like a cape on him. which originally I didn't plan on doing that. I wasn't thinking like Spawn or Supernatural. But the moment I put that cape on and that design, it kind of just like hit me. Like the whole tone of the character and the story just changed for me. And right then and there, I knew that, I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
Okay. Yeah, capes add a certain style. I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a certain person to rock. Not everybody can rock a cape, but you rock a cape well, then it looks good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it might be like a little cliche or something, but I mean, once I designed it and I saw like the kind of like aura and like the mystery that it gave the character, there was like no way I could not go with that design.
And also feel like with like all the jagged pieces and how it's like tattered, it also kind of gives it like a different energy, just like with Spawn, how like everything is like angular and kind of like
menacing.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Cali Comics has a question. Are you going to make an action figure for your character?
Ooh, we definitely want to.
We've been looking into like different things. What we like to do is we try to do everything ourselves.
Yeah.
So like my wife is like, she's a maverick. She can just do everything. She's like MacGyver. We make everything from scratch. So we're looking into kind of making like little statues and
also sew. I would do like cosplay. And so like I want to sew plushies. I want to sew I'm just very hands-on. I'm a very crafty person. And I'd like eventually would like to do more of the art, but when it comes to art, I feel like I'm more of like a person who does like portraits, like like realistic kind of things. Like when you tell me to draw a cartoon, like I feel like it just doesn't really look right. So I have to kind of like transition into something like that over time. But I do, because I like to do like more portrait style stuff, I do feel like I'm a bit of an eye for color. So sometimes when I see something, I'll be like, oh, that looks so good with a little bit of yellow and a little bit blue here. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I think I'll definitely do more like learning, and then hopefully I can apply it.
Yeah, I mean, there's that shows you maybe have like a designer's eye. Maybe you can see something that looks good, and you can like the first character, you're like, nah, scratch it, start over again. No, this looks good blue. Okay, yeah. That's great to have, man. You're very lucky, man.
I know.
Because
I feel like she. I was just gonna say, I feel like she has like a lot of the strengths that I don't have.
Yep.
A lot of times, like I'm very big picture, so like when I'm writing the story, I'll see exactly like where I want the story to go and what I want it to do. But I feel like when she comes in and takes a look at my work, she adds like a lot of little details, and she adds like more of a heart to the story. Whereas I'm just like very linear.
Yeah, so we balance each other out.
That's great. And you can keep your own production as far as making those figures. That'd be great too, because you won't have to rely on anybody else to make them, or it'd be all your ideas and your baby, so to speak. Amazing.
Yeah, we also like to learn things together. Like we even like learn some Portuguese together, Japanese. Like we just like to look like I don't know. I feel like when we get into things, we really get into them, and we like to like do our research and like So I feel like it'd be a great thing to explore.
Nice, very nice. And yes, there's 100% chance that Janet is Lorenzo's MacGyver. So yes, that is true. Absolutely. And we used to watch this show called 24. There was like a character named Chloe. She was always backing up Jack Bauer, and Jack was in the field and he was like relying on Chloe, like, Chloe, can you help me out? She was totally my Chloe as well. So that's
I feel sorry for Chloe. Stressful job.
Oh my God. So I've once again, that art, man, the art, whoever the artists were that did that book, I mean, they did an amazing job on it, because I mean, tell you, this is
Hold on, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see with the glare.
Oh, we can see it pretty well.
Yeah, it is coming
Hold on. People gotta pay for this. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't show too much, yes. But man, the art, I mean, because I've self-published books myself, and it is very, very hard. The first book is, man, I look back on that one now, it's like, I wish I had done this, I wish I had done that. But looking at this book, man, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, especially for a first book.
And a respectable page count for a first issue, if that's a single file. That's a nice hefty number one.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why it took so long, and part of the reason why we had to get two different artists is because the first artist, his name is Miguel Ayuso, really talented artist, but unfortunately he wasn't able to meet our deadlines, and so we had to kind of like at the last minute find another artist by the name of Daniel Jimeno, and he did some of the cover art. He also did a lot of the interiors. But one of the things that I was kind of concerned about was that people would be able to tell like where that art style switched. But with the feedback we've gotten, people can like barely tell the difference, and it looks very like cohesive. And yeah, I'm really proud of it.
Nice.
Yes, you should be. That's because I was reading it just right before the show, and I didn't. If you hadn't told me there was two different artists, I wouldn't have noticed. So
Well,
the blend is perfect.
I should say, like when it comes to like the creative process, I'm a bit of a tyrant. So there's a lot of times where like the artist would send it back, and I'd be like, no, you got to change this and this and this, make it look like this. And so another reason why the process took so long was because I just have this OCD about the art and stuff. So
You know what you want.
Yeah,
Thanks.
you're paying for it. So, I mean, like,
Sure.
And you're paying for it, exactly. Yeah. So man, that's good to have. Where are you selling it now? If you have a website or somewhere that we can acquire this book right now, or other places?
So, I mean, the first place we went was Kickstarter. Now that that's complete and all those rewards are fulfilled, we are selling at conventions here in Toronto. But we have a website, which is luckydevilstore.com. And
Okay.
we have it in both digital, physical, and we also have a Spanish edition in digital.
Nice.
And we have a bunch of products, as you can see here, T-shirts that we're repping,
Yep.
posters,
Wow.
you name it. It's all at,
Okay.
it's all at luckydevilstore.com.
There you go.
So you said you're doing cons?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Any,
think we got
any
like 4 coming up.
okay? Any fun con experiences that come immediately to mind, as for lack of a better, newcomers to the con scene?
I did like that. We did do one in Durham, and it was comics only, so I felt like it was less pressure. Like
Okay.
it was just just selling a comic.
Love
But I felt like the people organizing it, they were so nice, so welcoming. I felt like whoever wanted to be the come in and check it out. They were into like comics and stuff, and I just felt like it was a nice first experience. We also really liked the Kitchener. So the same people who print our comics, they organized an event outdoors, and it was actually across from like a cultural festival as well. And so people were just kind of like going between the two, and like it was
Check things out.
yeah, and it was a nice day and everything. They even did like a little scavenger hunt and stuff like that. Like it was nice. Yeah.
You mentioned Kitchener. Is it pre-knee printing by any chance?
No, it's Studio Comics Press.
Okay. I'm always interested in how people pick their printer.
Yeah, we scoped out a few locations, but like as far as I could tell, they were the best option. And I believe they make their own comics as well. So,
okay.
Yeah, we were happy with the prints.
Yeah, I use a Comics Wellspring for my last. Was it Phil? You knew someone who used that printer too. But it's someone else I'm thinking of maybe. Comic Wellspring is actually in Michigan.
Yeah, they're in the Detroit area. It was K-pop that
K-pop,
told me about them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, those are pretty nice printers too. But I only ran into like maybe 3 or 4 printers, and I haven't printed a book in a while, so I'm not sure if they're still as good. But from what I hear, they're still a pretty good printer. But you find a good printer, stick with them. You know.
Did you do any variant covers?
No, I'll be honest. I'm not a variant cover fan.
Okay with me.
I'm as old school as it gets when it comes to comics. I loved reading like a lot of the back issues. You know, I loved Captain America and Punisher, and I don't know. I'm not in love with variant covers. I think it has to be a really, really nice variant cover, but otherwise, I'm not really a big fan.
I hear you. That's where we differ. I like variant covers, but I do think that it's like everything in the industry now. It's been way, way overblown. It's just way too many of them. Blind
I
bags,
also feel
variant
like
covers.
I also
Okay.
feel like it's a bit of a cop out. Like I feel like the cover is where you draw people in, so I feel like you really got to nail it. And I feel like, well, if you're doing 20 covers, then it's kind of like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Yeah, and plus it's no longer special. I mean,
No.
Dynamite, God bless them. Dynamite is just cutting down trees in the rainforest like there's no tomorrow to make all their covers. If I think there should be no more than 5 covers per book. There should be a limit. If you hit 5, that's almost too many. Maybe 2 or
Yeah.
3. It's just because it's just too many. That's no longer special. It's like, okay, what do I do? And it's all just a money grab, pretty much, just like the blind bag
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I feel like. And I also feel like sometimes with the things that I'm into, like I like to collect. So I couldn't imagine if I really liked something and next thing you know it has like 20 different covers and like let's say I have like 2, I'll feel that pressure like, oh no, I had to keep buying it till I get the the
Yeah.
whole collection or something. I don't know.
Like the pop figures.
Yeah.
My psychiatrist doesn't understand that either.
I see the evil geniuses that run the comics industry and everything else. They know this too. They know that they're completionists that must have every. I used to know a guy who had to have every cover from every Amazing Spider-Man book. And imagine having to get all those variants every month. They know this, so
Mhm.
they know there's people out there. They have to have all of them. But
Yeah. I feel like it makes more sense if it's like something like you're doing a black and white edition or something like that, like to release, the same issue again. But I feel like too many variant covers is just a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to do a really spicy cover and then you want like a censored version,
Yeah, that's true.
make it special. Adults only cover or something like that. Now it's more in demand, but
Yeah.
those are all over Kickstarter. I mean, 90% of Kickstarter is just movie comics, but yeah.
They do have a following, alas. I mean, you look down and we do a preview of next week's comics every week. You look at the bottom, that's where all the booby comics are. It's like, okay.
I'm thinking issue 2, I might just slap some big old titties on the flag and see how that sells.
These are not in the book.
Take old business. Yeah, there you go. All right. Can't go wrong with that. All right. So any plans for cons coming up in the near future in the Toronto area or elsewhere in the States?
Yeah, we got 2 conventions coming up this Saturday. We're actually splitting up to hit up both of them.
One in Kitchener and one in Mississauga.
No, not
Wow.
It's Cambridge.
Cambridge. Oh, Cambridge. Sorry.
Cambridge, okay.
Yeah. Retro Rocket.
Retro Rocket Comics, yeah.
And
Nice.
the other one.
The other one is Streetsville Comic Con in Mississauga.
Hey, I've been to
I'll be
Mississauga.
doing- Oh yeah.
If you're in the area.
Yeah. Shout out Mississauga. I know. I've definitely been there. That's very cool.
Cool.
Yeah,
I have a
we'll
quick
have
question.
issue 1. We sign everything for free. We'll have hats, t-shirts, a little bit of everything, and we love to talk to people. We love just chatting and seeing what people are, think of a comic and what they're checking out. So
Yeah. And eventually, like maybe in like a year or 2, we'd like to do cons like across the US as well. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Real quick question: is there a reason you've got double 5s in your logo? The
Sorry,
dice
say
in your
again.
logo. Is there a reason you have double 5s?
well, I wanted to do double 6, but I felt like it'd be so cliche that
All
I
right.
was just like, I'll just do something a little different.
That works.
Wow.
Plus, I didn't want to do bad karma. I didn't want to kind of represent the devil too much. It's more like a
That's 2/3 of.
Adding the third 6 would probably be a bad idea. But,
I didn't want anybody
This is a
messaging up saying like, "Are you guys Satanists or something?" Like, no, it's just a gimmick.
Here's a question from Murder House Publishing. How many issues have you scripted, and how many do you have finished, ready to print?
So I've written like kind of like an overview. So I say it's just like the skeleton of the story. I know exactly where I want to take the story. So 100 issues is basically where I want to take it. In terms of fully written stories, it's hard to say because I have like this perfectionist issue where literally, like for issue 1, I was tweaking the story up until like the last minute, like rewriting bits and pieces.
With the first 10 arc, you basically have like it written out. Yeah.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do was I wanted to write the story in totality, because like I love a story that has like a lot of Easter eggs and kind of comes full circle. So I thought if I wrote the story in completion, I'd be able to know like where I want to put in like foreshadowing, Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Will we have some of the same art talent in future issues, or will you be looking to expand the people you're working with?
My idea is to actually expand, because I mean, with some characters like Spider-Man and Superman, they've been around for so long that you get to see them through like different lenses. You get to see the character drawn by so many different artists, and there's so many different flavors, for different people that like different things. Like some people like the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man, some people like the classic, Romita Spider-Man. So what I wanted to do is like kind of like outsource to different artists that have different styles, so I can see the character through different perspectives.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Keeps it fresh.
But per issue, like not changing over like mid issue like it happened this time, just happened to work out that way this time, right? With
Yeah,
from one
that was,
artist.
that was not intentional,
Mhm.
but it kind of worked out, because the original idea that I had was because there's kind of different themes going on. There's kind of like a dystopian story that gets told at first, and then kind of midway through it, the tone of the story starts becoming more supernatural. So what I wanted to do was actually kind of show that in the art style change, mostly through colors, but it just kind of happened organically.
Okay.
Yeah, with the switch. Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, the switch was like it was in you just really couldn't tell the difference. I mean, it wasn't like you had like Ryan Otley start the book and then finish up with like Jeff Lemire. It was like a whole different thing. It was very
Yeah.
it was not that much of a switch. I couldn't tell the difference, and everything worked, pretty seamlessly. So yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear.
I also
That was one of my like every creator, I'm sure, has that thing where they look at it and they just see the things they don't like. And I was so concerned about it, is all I could think about, And then when we started getting feedback about the story, everybody just loved it. They couldn't see, the little things that I saw. So yeah, it makes me really happy.
Yeah, we are our harshest critics, though. Yeah,
so-
thanks.
yeah. And likewise, it's nice to have I don't know if you're an objective eye, but it's, another set of eyes on something, right? So
Yeah,
Oh, for
for
sure.
sure. I also feel like I like that I feel like reading the digital versus the physical also is a little bit of a different experience. Like I don't know if everybody reads the PDF in like one page at a time, but that's the way I scroll down. But I felt like when I saw it in person and I could flip between the pages, and just keeping in mind like how the colors would transition from one page to the other, and also even the fact that like screens will have a backlight versus like in print it might come out darker. So I felt like it had like a moodier, darker like tone in the physical comic, and also, like I said, the transition from the colors. Like I felt like I liked the physical experience, but I also like the digital, because like if there's like small little details, you can always like zoom in, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just felt like it was a little bit of a different experience for both. So I felt like it adds value if you did get the digital and physical versus just getting one or the other. So
Yes.
I like that.
And with the physical, then you got to think about what kind of paper you're going to be printing it on, because like you
Yeah.
said, the digital has got the backlit. It looks great, and then when you sometimes you get to the printer and they print it like, oh, this looks different. It's darker or lighter, or the ink that they use doesn't hit the paper. Maybe it's glossy paper. Maybe
Or the color choice gets printed completely different.
Sometimes, I mean, it works out for the best. I mean, I always think of the old story about like the Hulk.
Oh yeah.
He was originally intended to be like a gray character,
right.
and then just because of like a misprint or whatever happened, he turned green, and now like the rest is history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They moved on from the gray Hulk. Oh, okay, let's go with this whole green thing. People. Most people have no idea that the Hulk was gray originally. Yeah. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you never know sometimes until you get the if you don't get approved, you're like, oh, okay, it looks different because it looks great on the computer, but you don't know. It's just part of the process, just learning out. Luckily, it works out sometimes, I haven't seen a physical copy of yours, but I did read the digital and it looked nice on the digital. And what I can tell on your physical copy, it looks good in there too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it
So-
took a little bit to get it right. Like a lot of like we had to do kind of like a completely different version for each one because like I said, we didn't come from the industry. We didn't even consider any of these things. So we had to kind of modify a little bit of the artwork and text boxes and stuff to make everything align and work.
Yeah. Like obviously like when you print something, you think about the bleeds and everything, so we might have to move the boxes in, the text boxes in and stuff like that. So like yeah, we had to just tweak both to kind of
But we know for issue 2, so
yeah.
I was gonna say that'll make future issues go that much more smoothly. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Before we let you go, it's a simple question, I guess, but what made you come up with Lucky Devil Comics as a name?
So the initial idea was actually calling it Devil's Luck Comics because I mean I grew up watching a lot of like Tales from the Crypt and stuff like that, and the idea of like being careful what you wish for, it kind of always stuck with me. I feel like I've always had like the devil's luck. Like for instance, like it's one of those things where maybe you wish for like $1 million, you wish to be rich, and then one day you get rich, but it's because a family member passed away and gave you the insurance money. So it's kind of like you get what you want, but be careful what you wish for, kind of thing. And so I just liked the idea, and I wanted to work it in somehow. So it was originally Devil's Luck, but I just changed it to Lucky Devil.
Yeah, I think when you told me the Devil's Luck, I was like, I don't like
it. Sounds too sinister.
Yeah, it's just like I don't really get it. Like not like I could get the concept, but I felt like it didn't have that good ring to it. And then so it just eventually turned into Lucky Devil. And then especially after like we created Lucky and how he has like this kind of like retro kind of like I don't know, he's such a cute mascot. So yeah,
but essentially that was kind of the theme I wanted to work into all of my stories. It's just like be careful what you wish for, kind of thing.
Yeah,
I see.
And I also feel like sometimes like especially when I watch like movies, especially like on Netflix and stuff, like I feel like they have like no morals, and all I could think is like even with the like with crappy like romance kind of things, I'm just like, hold on a second. So she cheated on her boyfriend, and it's not like, is that ever gonna come up? Like they're back together. Like I just watched the movies, and I'm just kind of like, oh, that's how we're ending the movie. That's weird. Like, so I think it's important to have like, consequences, to question your morals, your values, all that stuff inside a story.
That's actually what I worked into the story with Diego, because like his background is he kind of turned a blind eye to a lot of the things that was happening around him, and because he turned that blind eye, he kind of dealt with the consequences, and like it's kind of like a symbolic representation of that is like you'll notice the plague actually has one eye, and that's kind of like a constant reminder, the blind eye that Diego kind of turned to all these things happening around him.
Oh man, this is so deep, man. I have no doubt this is going to go 100 issues because looking at that binder, you got about 50 already.
It's not like you're not ready.
Yeah. Binders full of comics. Yes. Well, thank you so much. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was just gonna say one day I would love to like show off all the concepts and the work that went into it and show what's in this binder. But yeah, just hopefully we build a fan base and people get excited about it. And we're excited about it. Got a lot of plans for Lucky Devil Comics and the Plague, and yeah, we hope everybody will join us, check out our work, and yeah.
Nice. Well, we look forward to more coming out, man. So so Lucky Devil Comics. Thank you both for coming by and talking about your book.
Oh, thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
No problem. One more time, shout out where they can pick it up now that the Kickstarter is over.
So you can find our stuff on luckydevilstore.com. And if you just want to see more of us, you can check us out on our Instagram. That's Lucky Devil Comics Official. And yeah, we'll see you there.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully at the next Kickstarter campaign.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Now I'll put the link in the description down below after this video post. So some people will be able to get a link right to that store. So good luck, guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Guys.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Okay, take care.
Nice. So man, that's wait a minute, where we are. So man, that's pretty awesome. I'll put a link down below, Fish Skills, after the this video post, and you'll be able to check it out then. And it was awesome. Now, what was I going to say? You have a question, Phil? Something to say?
How do I depreciate non-taxable items brought forth from the previous tax year?
Well, funny you should ask. Just put them back in the mailbox, man.
Oh, thanks so much. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know what to do.
Put it back in the mailbox, man. Forget about all that stuff. You want to deal with that?
Just throw it away. I forgot to pay my taxes.
That's right. It sounds like a viable defense, to the IRS when it shows up. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. I like having people on that want to come on, and Lucky Devil Comics. God bless. That's their first book. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was neat.
Yeah, very cool. All right, we're going to get into what's good now, and that's going to include some stuff, some 3 things. You got anything for what's good, or I got some stuff? Don't worry about it. It's all good. No pressure. You didn't forget to garnish your wages.
I didn't have any wages. What do you mean?
I'll never forget that. I make all my money under the table. Boy, there's no wages to be seen. All right, so, and I hope we fixed that audio problem. But
we'll find out soon.
All right, let's do the what's good segment. Super. All right. First thing I'm going to talk about, glad you're here, Fish Gills, because I finally read your books, and I have them here, Fish Gills number 1 and 2, that you so kindly sent me a couple weeks ago, along with the t-shirt. Fish Gills, The Rebirth number 1. And it's created and written by Mr. John Yogi Lawrence. Awesome. So Fish Gills, I'm looking at here is takes place in the future in Funky Town, Texas. Apparently that's where Lips Incorporated was telling us to invite us to, is Funky Town. Shout out to folks who remember that song from 1970.
Won't you take me to?
Exactly. And it's, of course, it's the neon era, and things are going, of course, as most of the things in the future are going like terribly. So there's this guy who's a scientist, and he's got this idea where he wants to, I guess, regenerate human limbs through like nanotechnology. It seems like it's this thing, and the guys at the table just like a bunch of assholes. And, forget this guy. In fact, to hell with it. And he's like, you know what? I quit. I'm out of here. He takes his dog, and he brings his dog to work, I guess, and him and his dog split. Like, you don't need these guys. I'm out of here. I'm gonna make my own thing. And then there was an accident. I don't want to give away too much, but there was an accident involving his dog, and he uses the nanotechnology on his dog, and the dog just becomes like like robo, a cyber dog. Just like it's got this whole thing. So it's just his idea works. But then it's another thing that's going on. There's like these take me to Funky Town. Exactly. There's these musicians who are just jamming out this, like, I guess, like Outcast down in the dungeon, and just kicking it down there, and making music and shit like that. And this happened separately. And the woman who, I'm not gonna give away too much, but who was involved in an accident with his dog is also a record producer, I think, and a lawyer. So she's the bridge between these musicians and the doctor. So she gets hooked up with the musicians over here, and the musicians get involved in this experiment where they just like get, I don't know, like robo, cyber dog, just like it's got this whole thing. So it's his idea works. But then there's another thing that's going on. There's like these take me to Funky Town. Exactly. There's this musicians who are just jamming out this, like actually it was like an accident, I think it was, involving because people use these flying devices that go around, and there was an accident involving a crash involving pods, and they were all just like all messed up, man. They were just like almost basically mummies. It was like just like they lost limbs and shit like that. So the doctor injects them with the nanotechnology, and they become these fellows you see here on the cover here, and they get all badass, and the rest is history, as they say. And the second issue is much similar things happen as well. I don't want to give away too much of that as well. And we get a Lips Inc. and an Outcast reference to the stage. You never knew what's going to happen, man. My mind's all over the place, all over the place. And this one just shows the further adventures and exploits and all that shit of the fish gills, and they exhibit their powers and stuff like that. Now, I gotta say, Fish Gills, man, thank you so much for sending me these books. I appreciate you, and the shirt and all that stuff, man. It looks, I love what you've done as far as character design and everything. These guys look amazing. These characters that you have, and you seem like you have a knack for promotion and things like that. So that's great to have. Most people don't have that. But to be real, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I just want to give you some critique. I wish I'd had back when I started. I'm not like I'm some expert or something like that, but things that I've picked up in my indie comics publishing. And you mentioned in the comment that it came out dark in the printing. I mean, sometimes that's just beyond your control. I mean, that's just part of the process of self-publishing comics. You don't know until later on that after you printed your books that the paper or whatever it was reacted with the ink and made it look differently. You can test it on when you have it in the PDF form, and just they do some like what they call it, I guess, a proof. The printer will give you a proof print. That'll be awesome. Or sometimes they give you a digital proof. It's not as good as a printed proof, but it's better than nothing. So that's something you can check for on that. There's one thing I have to ask. It looks like AI was used in this. I could be wrong on that, but I'm thinking this is the AI art is at least partially done in AI. There's one scene where the lawyer lady is sitting there smoking a cigarette, and the cigarette is like levitating like 2 feet in front of her face there. Something like that, unless she's like a trickster, that's probably not what's happening, in the thing. It's probably like an AI thing. So I understand when you're a solo guy. I'm a solo guy. I got nobody. Anything gets done, it's me. I got to write and draw everything. So if I wanted to do some music or something like that, I don't play an instrument, so I have to use AI music. And I hate to do that, but what can I tell you? Sometimes I have to do it. But if you can try to find someone to work with who is an actual artist, whether they work digitally or the old-fashioned way or whatever. Okay. There was the AI it gets it done, man, but it just sometimes it still has bugs in it. The AI thing, they keep telling us that it's great and all that, and we should just invest in it, but there's lots of bugs left in it. And the second issue, I noticed that the edges, there was some issue probably with maybe the printing process. It didn't fill out to the edges on the front and the back, which is kind of like a nitpicky thing, I guess, But there was also some, as far as the balloons, the word balloons, and the captions, the prompts were still left in the word balloons. So it says like, B-man, cool, let me tune you out. Piranha, let me go, so it's just like, what was meant to not be shown in the book got shown. So I'm thinking this is probably your first book. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, you're the artist? So you drew, okay. All right, well, right on. Yeah, you can, the coloring, you can do coloring some other way, or the lettering some other way. whereas you just leave out the prompts and leave the things that should be left on the, I guess, in the script, but we don't see. But other than that, man, dude, you published 2 books. You know how many people don't publish a single fucking book? So kudos, man, props for making this. This looks awesome, but I'm just trying to give you some hopefully helpful criticism that that may help you with the next So rarely do you get an instance where like the folks that just left, Lucky Devil Comics, they got lucky. I mean, that's the name, I guess, or whatever. But most of the time, if I look back on my first book, which is available on the Alternative City Shop, by the way, Complicated Hair #1. But you look, there's plenty of stuff I would go back and do differently, and not the, like the color. It's in black and white, and I used color artwork and translated to black and white, and it didn't look right. It looked muddy. The next issue, I used black and white artwork, so it looked a little bit more clear. The next time I'll probably pick up the other, things that I didn't know about. But hey, what, TN? Hope you're feeling better, brother. How are you doing? It's another comic producer and my sometimes co-host. So man, I'm just saying this. I mean, I wish you all the best, man. I mean, I appreciate you sending me this stuff, and like I said, any book better than no book. So many people,
for sure,
1,000 times % better than no book. So, but check out Fish Gills, y'all. And I think this is a low print run. I think this is only like that's what I did my first book, like maybe a couple hundred the first print run. But the complete package. But I am the complete package. Oh yes. Hey. But Complicated Hair is a favorite. Hey, thank you, Sleepy. Flaws and all, I guess, But man, it's a good first effort, and I appreciate it, and thank you so much. And Fish Gills, I'll leave a link down there where you can find Fish Gills too, because it's a nice book, and it was just it's just one of those things, man. Learn the business way better now. Okay, headed to Mexico. Whoa. Never really been, so I don't really know. Okay, says James Taylor. No problem, bro. Thank you for sending it in. I appreciate it. All right, so man, Mexico. Man, there's a story behind that, I'm sure. Have fun, man. Have fun. Next book is from, who is this from? Invader Comics. And it is a one-shot by the name of The Devil in the Herd. The Devil in the Herd. This is a written and another one-person show, written and illustrated by Caitlin Windles, edited by Mike Perkins, and published by Invader Comics. This is a Western one-shot horror, and this is a kind of a predictable book in some ways, but it's the way it's done. You know what's coming pretty much. At least I knew what's coming before it happened. But it was a pretty good journey to get there. So it was this cattle, this herd of cattle. So a cattle drive, they call it, I guess, back in the day. A cattle drive heading west with 1,000 head or more. And there's this one dude who was one of the cowpokes, right? And he keeps seeing this shadowy figure in the distance. It's just like this guy with red eyes on a horse. Like 1 minute he'll be like, close by. Next minute he's like way off on a mountain somewhere, like on a ridge somewhere, like, but you could tell this guy's watching him with his red eyes and shit, So one night, while he was at the first watch on, because everybody's got to watch for coyotes and God knows what else out in the wilderness. Oh boy, the devil, pops up and starts talking to him, and he starts bringing up stuff from his past that he might not want to talk about, and he starts to morph into this like horrible creature, and the cowpoke just panics and shoots him, and it turns out he shot a calf, and everybody wakes up and looks like, this guy's out of his damn mind. He's finally going cracker. So no more first watch for you. Next time, we're going to be watching, we're going to lose all our caliber left up to you. And I don't want to give it away too much, but it doesn't get better for him. And the end is kind of predictable, but the artwork is good. The artwork is good. And like I said, it's one person doing it. It's how much is Invader Comics is like about, this is like an $8 book, $7.99 book. It's a little steep, but it's an indie book. The books don't print themselves,
Square bound, it looks like.
It's a square bound, yeah. Is that perfect bound, what they call this?
Yes.
Okay, perfect bound, yes. Which is another thing that adds to the printing cost, So this is a decent book. I mean, if you see it somewhere, and if you like Western horror, like to see a bad person get what they have coming to them, then Devil in the Herd might be something you might want to check out. So check it out. Check it back in again when you get finished. All right. Last book is Killer Influences. I've been this was a penultimate book from a couple 2-3 weeks ago. Oh, love that sound. Just kidding. Killer Influences from IDW Entertainment. IDW Crime Investigate. All right, so and it is written by Joey Esposito, art by Valeria Berzo, colors by Yanaki Azupazu, and letters by Alex Ray. So this is a story of influencers running into the world of serial killers. Both of whom are pretty much terrible professions, but that's another story. So there's this guy, there's this town. First of all, there's this steel town. And I think it's in Washington State. Yeah, it's in Washington State, which even more because it's fictional Washington steel town where everybody is like, either you work at the factory or there's nothing else in town for you, and the water is polluted and it's nasty. And this girl is living there who's trying to be an influencer. She's working at this old newspaper where the editor is just like, you think you're on Lois Lane? Get my damn paper published. This is just the local Gazette. We put ads in there about farming and shit like that. Want to be your influencer thing, do it on your own time. So he finally fires her. They get the hell out of my newspaper. So now she got all the time in the world to work on her she's trying to do like a true crime, I guess, podcast kind of a thing going on. And she thinks that they might be a serial killer in her town because people just keep turning up dead, and the locals just kind of poo-poo it like, we don't want to panic people and so forth. And, but she gets home and her good-for-nothing brother is outside. In fact, her brother helps get her fire. I forgot about that. He comes in the place that help get her fire. That's another story. But he doesn't have anywhere to stay, and she's staying with their grandma because their parents are dead. And grandma's like, he ain't my son. He's my, my daughter's son, and she dead. So he ain't my family. And so like, okay, great, grandma, thanks. You're all heart, right? So he has to stay in the car all night, and this is not warm nights here in Washington State, especially during the cold seasons. So she runs across this. She actually does a pod about her supposition that there's a serial killer, and she gets a response, a DM from some guy saying like, I know you know who I am, to that effect. It's like, oh shit, I done fucked around and found the serial killer. So she does a little, he's not very smart, so she does a little checking and finds out who the guy is. All right, so she contacts him again, say, I know who you are too. And they eventually meet each other and they come to an agreement. Like, look, you can continue being who you are, you serial killer, and just let me follow your career, and we can both help each other. You can become the greatest serial killer of all time, and I can get famous off your back. And you won't kill me, will you? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. All right, then I have to take that chance. And that's because it turns out I think he's got like cancer, and he's taking revenge on the town because he got cancer from working in the steel mill and all that shit. The way it's going, it looks like it might have some some really relevant stuff in the stuff relevant to what's happening in today's world. So, and just I guess anything that kind of like puts influencers in a kind of a questionable light, because it's very questionable to get in league with a serial killer under any circumstances. So I'm tempted to read another second issue of this, even though I'm trying to cut down on books. But still, I would recommend getting a second issue of this, or getting this book if you want to see if you want to get a second issue. I probably will. It's from IDW, which is, I guess, is a new
Imprint stuff?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's like a new thing with the IDW crime. Because I have not heard of that before. So
yeah, that's a first for me.
Yeah, so it's worth the buy. So yeah, check it out. Killer Influences. I mean, great title. Because what will you go through? What will you? To what lengths will you go to achieve stardom in your podcast or whatever? So it's probably worth it, I'd say. Killer Influences. That's what's good. Thanks very much. See if I can share the screen here properly. Comics. There we go. Here we are. No matter where you go, there you are. All right. So coming up next week, it's not that long of a list this week because we had guests, so it's not going to keep you guys too long. I want to bore you to death. First book we're going to check out is good there. I'm love to see Marvel homage themselves with the Amazing Spider-Man number 33, homaging that famous Steranko Hulk cover. Something's Killing the Children, number 49. That's just such a slow burn. Oh my God, it's like a campfire that won't go out. It's just like it's just barely burning, man. But it's keeping me hanging on because this whole Jessica thing is just being milked for the last 10 issues, it seems. But I'll be glad to see that come to an end. First one we're going to take a look at is, I said it before, is Terminal. Terminal number 1 from Image Comics. Talk about brewing for a while. I remember picking up the ash can for this.
Oh, really?
A couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, 2-3 months ago. This is by Robert Kirkman, Joe Casey, the writers, Andy Kubert is the artist on here.
I remember this.
Yeah, you remember. I think there's a couple other artists on here too because they got
I like
Art Adams.
Casey.
Yeah, Casey at the bat. Allegedly, a must-see superhero series of the year. Okay, so it says here. From the dream team of Robert Kirkman, Joe Casey, Andy Kubert, David Finch, and Arthur Adams. So it's like, an all-star cast of writers and artists on this thing. There was a secret war being waged across the world by two violent forces with superhuman abilities who blur the lines between good and evil. When Marilyn Howell's search for her missing sister, Alessandra, puts her in the center of this conflict, she'll learn that the power to save the world comes from unlocking your genetic code and giving up everything you thought you knew about yourself if you survive the experience. Perfect for fans of Invincible and X-Men. Nothing can compare you for the most violent and unpredictable superhero series of the year. Thoughts, sir?
I think I won't buy it and I will regret it.
That's what I'm thinking too. I got the ash can, I'll just hang on to that and it's like, okay, well, the ash can does anything, but otherwise I don't want to get started on anything new that's going to be ongoing. Because what they're doing, I believe, is starting a new universe.
Oh, with this one too?
Oh. So this is not going to be any crossover events or anything like that. This is going to be a whole new universe, and Kirkman is not afraid to start a universe, even on his own, his own publishing thing.
Just curious how those two blank covers are different from one another.
This one, oh, huh?
Blank is blank, is it not?
You would think this one just a J blank. It's just a cover J does actual blank. This one's a maybe they just. Oh, I see. It's a 1 in 200. Oh my shit! A 1 in 2,500 Andy Kubert variant. So probably what it is, like that book you bought like last week or a couple weeks ago. Remember that book that you bought the Matt Kent book?
Yeah.
You bought that. Yeah, that's probably like one of those deals. You know, foil blank. Okay. Maybe not foil blank so much, but just like, you know, Hubert probably has done like a quick sketch on there or something. Maybe even not so quick sketch with 1 in 250,000. So that's going to bring a pretty high price, I would think, because you got 3 other artists on there too. So they're probably doing the same thing.
And who is the publisher?
Oh, that's just your House of Ideas, man. Image.
Oh, okay. Because I'm thinking, how many books does that make? Are they going to print? How many batches of 2,500 books will they be printing?
That's the thing. Who the fuck's going to order that many?
But with Image, it could be a fair number. But if it was a smaller publisher, that book would be harder to find.
Yes.
Assuming they really do one book every 2,500 copies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just roll 1,000 of them out the back and just say, "Yep, one every 2,500."
And where do you find it? It's not going to be in a blind, or is it going to be in a blind bag? Let me go back to you. Is there going to be a blind bag?
Something like that. Back in the day, I'd be pre-ordering that from Midtown the day they went on the website.
Oh dear God, there is a blind bag,
and be overcharged for it too.
Oh dear God, yes, cover L blind bag variant. There it is, right there, and it's how much is it? Only $5.99.
Well, is it though? I mean, that's the cover price of the book, but sometimes those things are.
Well,
it says $5.99 on the cover, but if it's a retailer incentive, it's still going for more. I mean, maybe it is.
I'm guessing.
Oh,
that that sketch cover will be, those sketch covers will be in these blind bags.
It doesn't say what's in the blind bags that makes them blind. Because there's the cover. Otherwise,
right.
So now it's not blind anymore. We know, we've seen the cover. Yes,
and this is what I hate. This is what, you know, and these are people that came up with the blind bag concept. They had the best one with the Battle Beast one. This cover A is $4.99, right? The blind bag is $5.99. There's a very good chance you'll get this cover A in there, and you paid $1 extra for no good reason.
For the plastic bag.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The blind bag should never be more than the price of the cover A. Otherwise, you're screwing us to some degree. You know what?
Assuming the cover A is an option of being pulled from there, I agree. Yes.
Yes. I mean, oh yeah, because with the Battle Beast thing, I got a blind bag. I got one of those in a blind bag once. Yeah. But it wasn't so bad because, you know, same price, $3.99, right? You know, they created the monster, then the monster took on a life of its own and started getting more. It's just not ethical. I agree, Mike. It's not ethical to do that. But hey, you said capitalism was ethical. You know, it's all about me making money, baby.
I was going to say, because does it matter? I hate saying this. Does it matter if it's ethical or not? Because buyer beware.
That's what they always say, right? You know, you can't blame me.
I mean, what's his name? There's a fool born every minute.
Oh man, but nobody wants to be that fool, you know. Yes, Mitchell. Yes, that's the only way. That's the way they did it at the beginning. But then it just got in the hands of the greedy, and this is what happens. You know, it's inevitable. You know, nothing stays the same, man. It always, you know, it has to get worse. Now, this is a 1 in 1,000 Andy Kubert signed CGC graded variant. That sure as hell can't be in a blind bag. I don't know how you get that.
Yeah, CG, unless it's like a certificate. Congratulations, you have won.
Right. So
because other than that, I think we'll be able to know that there's a slab in that one.
I'll take the one with a slab in there.
I'll take the slab shaped bag.
Oh yes, that's why I love the Battle Beast one, but that's just such a, you know, gone are the days, man. Forget about it. This is the way it's going to be now from now on. So just don't buy the blind bags, and they just stop making them.
Yep.
That's the way to do it right there.
Yep, they'll all fall to dust inside those unsealed acid-full bags.
That's right. Like when you drive the stake through a vampire's heart. Exactly.
Pull out your Death of Superman right now, or it will die in the bag.
Now, this is a Rob Liefeld 1 in 50 variant. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's probably included in one of the blind bags, too. Frank Miller 1 in 100.
Yeah.
I know. But, you know, Frank Miller is barely alive these days. So for him to make anything is...
Takes me back to his Ronin days, I think.
It does kind of put you in that mind, doesn't it? And here is 802 Comics, 616 Comics, Comic Traders Godtail foil variant.
So 3 retailers teamed up for this, looks like.
Man, it's got to be $100. A print run of 1,500. Okay. And it's apparently only $4.99, so it says here. So maybe it's a possibility you might get in the blind bag, maybe, possibly. I'll never know because I ain't gonna get one. I talked about it last week. Probably, maybe I don't know if you saw it or not, but man, I just bought 2 blind bags for the hell of it of the Mask book that came out.
Okay.
And guess what? We're in both of them.
A covers.
Oh, I'd also bought a Mark Spears D variant, and there were 2 Mark Spears D variants in both those bags. So I got 3 copies of the Mark Spears D variant. This is like the final fuck you from blind bag. Like, you know what? Have you not learned your lesson?
You know whose fault that is, right? It's yours.
It's 100% my fault, man. Buyer beware. Buyer beware, man. It's just like, you know, you got nobody to blame but yourself.
You're scratching off a lottery ticket. That's all it is.
That's it.
You might win $2. You might just have thrown away 5.
Yes. If not, just.
But it was fun. There was that adrenaline rush.
There was.
Opening
there was.
That bag up.
Wow. Oh man. I'm still having weird things going on with my
Is it like buying a new car and then driving it off the lot and watching it depreciate?
That's it.
25% of its value.
That's what it is.
Opening the blind bag.
From that same triad of axis of evil, gets to the a Tiago de Silva foil variant, which is pretty nice.
Yeah,
pretty nice. They probably using some kind of modeling. I get the maybe like a Mark Spears. It could be. I don't know. It could be traditional art or digital art. I'm not sure. It's pretty nice. Got the new car off a lot of instantly rock. A rocket. For real. All right. So there's that.
May I say it's nice to see a regularly proportioned woman on a pinup cover for a change?
Yeah, I mean,
not someone who's defying the laws of physics and gravity.
That doesn't have basketball for breastises. Yes, I know what you mean.
I mean, I like boobs just like the next guy.
I know, but what's the old? No, I don't want to go there. Anyway. But yeah, yes, I feel you 100%. Top Shelf Comics, Ito connecting variant either, and it looks brutal.
Wow.
Yeah. And Ito. All right. Moving on to the next thing. It's going to be Order number 3 is coming out. Order number 2. It was pretty. I don't know if I'm going to follow that though, because it's probably going to go a long time, and I don't want to collect all those. Man, I'm having sound issues. I'll have to correct that later on, but not right now.
Are they reprinting Swamp Thing? Is that what that was? Run Row Up? Swamp Thing 1989?
Oh, you know what that is? That is number 4 of Swamp Thing 1989. That's
Is it the run that ended up had Alan Moore in it with issue 20?
Was it Alan Moore? I think that was definitely from that run.
I think that was earlier though in the 80s, wasn't it? When Swamp Thing 20 and 21 came out?
Yes, I mean Alan Moore made it famous because he just took a book that wasn't selling and just like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I want on it then.
It was slotted to be canceled, so he said, "Whatever,
Yes. Uh-huh.
I'll do what I want." and history was made.
History was made. But then I think after that, what happened with this is Rick Veitch, he came up with this this series that he was just laying on my console. That's already having problems now. Just laying on it like,
I think Veitch took over like with issue in the 40s or 50s.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a controversial storyline where I think where God was invoked or something like that, and they refused to publish it.
I remember now. Yes.
Yeah. So, Felix, are you burning my thing up?
DC's refusal to run that was kind of instrumental in those creators going off and doing their own things.
Yes.
Leaving the big publishers.
Yes. That's right. That's right. Exactly. Danger Room. Thank you very much. What's up, Frank?
And weren't you showing issues of Rare Bit Fiends?
I was, and I'm still reading that.
Now I'm remembering, because that's what he went on to do after he left this series, because they wouldn't publish this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They refused to mention God in the comic because they were afraid to, offend too many people. So that's what happened. And this is that series finally seeing the light of day. That's what's happening with this one. So yeah. Coming on down the line here is Capes. Capes is turned out to be a decent book in the what is it called? The Invincible Universe. Got at least 2 books in there now. This one in Battle Beast. Bolt and Superball face an unexpected threat from Capes' past. Can things get any worse? Of course they can. Plus, Elemental, the fan favorite new Invincible Universe hero, continues her journey in the next chapter of a new backup story from Robert Kirkman and Cory Walker. People give a lot of hate about the Elemental thing, like, just ruining the cover. Like, dude, it's like one little tiny fucking little thing here. It's doing a promotion.
Is that her on cover D?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's his. Wait a minute.
Is that Elemental on cover D?
D. No, that's who the hell is that? No, that's someone else. I don't know who the hell that is.
Oh, okay.
She looks a character I don't recognize. Elemental is the one right here. She's at the little.
Yeah, I see that clever spelling of the name.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. And they were saying how just that little blurb ruins this. This is an amazing cover. By I think it's Ryan Otley. I'm sure probably who's done it. I mean, damn, that's a great cover. But I don't think it's ruined by just this one little and Elemental. But there's I guess I don't know. People just say like they ruined the cover. Like, okay.
Well, 20 years from now, they'll be glad that's there, so they can easily identify this as the key that it is.
That's right.
Or has become.
Yeah. It is amazing artwork though. Actually, that's not even who is it? Who's doing the A cover? Mark Englert. Mark Englert's doing the A cover. I thought it was Ryan Otley. That is nice. The elephant, kind of like the rhino, just like you know exactly who that is, and that kind of puts you in the mind of I can't remember the Submariner cover, but it was a Submariner cover where he was like posing like that, and there was some tiger shark or somebody else coming out, almost that same pose, Because now, in comics, you can't homage a pose without giving credit now, because every pose is patented. Like, get the hell out of here, Come on. So because someone posed like that 50 years ago, I can't do that same pose again. Let me get on my soapbox about this kind of crap. All right, so that's pretty much all the covers they got for this one, but this is all you need right here. This is amazing.
This takes me back to the Image comic series from the early 2000s called Elephant Men.
Ooh, I remember that title. I don't remember a thing about the book.
Went for like at least 100 issues, I think. Really, but no one talks about it.
No, you mentioned that I remember it, but I can't tell you anything about it. I remember that title. That Elemental blurb is in the way of my barcode. Damn it. Jesus Christ. You just can't please everybody, Mitchell. Don't even try. All right, so where were we? Oh, we were going down the list. And next is oh my humming. Oh, okay. Hello Darkness is just like, how can I get more gross in with every cover? You know, I love it for some reason because I think Jenny Frison does a lot of their covers, but man,
you know, way to go for reaching issue 23.
For real, I didn't think it'd go that far.
You don't see a lot of issue numbers that high on this page.
No, not for indie books. All right, coming down the list is Narco for number 5. This, I believe, is the final issue of Narco. So Marcus believes he finally knows who the killer is. Now he's setting the trap. But with his narcolepsy ready to drop him when the tension spikes, did Marcus stay conscious for long enough to survive being the bait? Making all that damn noise. Who's making that noise? Oh, it's me. Oops. Narco has been good. I like these guys, Doug Wagner and Daniel Hilliard and Dave Stewart. That's a all-star team of writers, artists, and colorists. And there's the North by Northwest. So it's been like a different Hitchcock or homage every issue.
That's neat.
Yeah, I like this. All right, so it's coming to an end, and see how it turns out. Next. Oh, Final Boss, man, number 8. I could have sworn I bought an A cover of Final Boss. I remember talking about it. It may have been even a penultimate book at one point, but it was a slow week, I think. I had to cut some fat, so I passed on Narco. Okay, did I miss out on anything? I only read the first issue. I'm waiting for this last issue to come out. I'll read them all, then I'll let you know. You probably didn't miss anything you couldn't wait for, I'm thinking. You know, my favorite run of these guys so far has been Vinyl. I love that so much. Mike Driscoll, I only picked up issue number 1 of Final Ball. Okay, yeah, I picked up issue number 1 too, but I didn't get the A cover. The A cover now is worth, I think, about $30-$40 because I think Tyler Kirkham is got some announcement coming up about Final Boss, some big news. So we'll see. Maybe it's just all hype, but I remember Comic Tom and them talking about Tyler Kirkham. He's gonna have a big reveal coming up pretty soon. So I don't know. I got my Ryan Otley cover. That's gonna have to do it for me because I'm not paying for that. You know, I'm not buying no other cover. So I'm not paying more than cover price for any book ever again in life. If I can help it, especially a new one. Final Burst. Gun Honey doubles down, and still no pants. Excommunicated was good. The first issue was good for sure. I like that from Ball Comics. Number 3 is coming out. Giant Robot Hellboy. This is probably written by, I'll bet, Mike Mignola, and it is. Art by Duncan Fagredo and Dave Stewart, hardest working colorist in the business. Hellboy's robot counterpart is back, but he's not alone. Scientists comb the deep sea for any signs of giant robot Hellboy after his disappearance in the first series, but find more than they bargained for when an interdimensional portal threatens to pull them in or let monsters of unknown origin out. What you do? Just jumped up like something. What you do? You short the thing out? Jesus Christ, he looks at me. He short my board out here. Oh, God damn it.
Being a good cat.
Come on, buddy. Don't lay on that. That's electrical thing. Just killing it. Just killing me here. Come on. Hang on a second, folks. He's destroying my work here. What else we got? Oh yeah. Did you read this series at all?
No, I haven't. Oh,
Can you hear me?
oh yes. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oops. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I could
Okay.
hear you before.
Okay.
Okay.
This guy. I think he just
It's-
broke my roadcaster.
It's that Felix. He's up
Yeah,
to
he's
good.
just like stepping on my thing here. Just like, the lights went out. Like I thought I'd lost everything.
It's gonna be
But
a
anyway.
brouhaha.
All right. So we'll just continue.
What was the name of the series?
Giant Robot Hellboy.
Oh, okay. No, I have not. I never went down the Hellboy rabbit hole because I realized that it was quite the rabbit hole, and I didn't want to do that to my wallet.
Oh. Just took off.
For what it matters, I kind of enjoyed the movies.
Yeah, me too, actually. Get rid of this thing here. Hang on one second. Pull some of these tabs out. Okay. Yes. I haven't even seen the movies, to tell you the truth. I wanted to, but I just never got around to it. But I plan to. But I know Mike Mignola and Hellboy are, like.
They've been with
Yeah.
Dark Horse forever.
Yes, for real. All right. Coming down, Powers number 25 is the next one I want to take a look at here. Usagi Yojimbo, Kaito 84, number 5. I'll finally get closure on that, and I can close that series out and get rid of it somehow. Dog Tag number 3. Number 1 was good. I didn't stick around for the rest of them because I just can't. Can't read them all.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
If you find out on issue 3 of a 5-issue miniseries that you don't like the miniseries, do you still buy issues 4 and 5?
That's something that TN Comics Plus and I were talking about with some stuff that we were looking at.
Because
maybe
I often will.
Yeah.
But here's the silly part. The reason I do that is so it's more attractive on eBay as a lot. But then
That's why I do it.
But then I never sell it on eBay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
why am I buying those? Silly humans.
I know, right? I mean, but that's the thing is, but if you want to sell it, then you got to have them all pretty much.
I know, but then we don't sell it.
I know that that's
it would
the
be one
catch.
thing if we turned around and sold the 5-issue miniseries that we didn't like, but we don't. We finish off and then don't sell it because it's not worth the time to sell. I mean, at least that's me.
Well, I mean, now every time I buy a book now, it's like a traumatic experience. Like, I'm going to get rid of this, So
Yeah.
I just keep thinking I can read them all. I now have the job, but tell me about it, man.
Well, like I say, that's
Tell me
why
about
I
it.
pretty much stopped buying them
Oh, and I'm so jealous of you.
for that
So-
very reason.
I'm so
Now-
jealous of you.
Just because I've stopped buying them, does that mean I'm going back and reading my 18 short boxes? No.
I know.
Maybe maybe when I have an artificial hip and it hurts to walk and stuff, and I'm just trapped at home, then I'll start enjoying my back issues.
Yes. Oh God. Oh, this is a baseball comparison here.
Sorry.
We hit at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball comparison. I finish it out. It's like bringing in the closing pitcher to get the hell out of a stinker of a game. I guess so, man. Or nowadays, it's like you bring it in the position player. When you're already down 18-0, just to get the game over with. Like here's this lob it in there, hit that easy home run, and just eat this big pile of poop. All right. I like that. I like that. That's a good analogy there. All right. Next we're going to go to is Powers. Powers number 25. Yeah, here we go. This is only because I love Brian Bendis's work for the most part.
I'm a little upset.
How's that?
I had, speaking of someone who has to get all the covers, I had all the covers of Powers since issue 1 in the early 2000s at Image. Powers being the only series I'm aware of that has been at Marvel, DC, Image, and Dark Horse, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh-huh.
4 publishers. But anyway, when it ended, I got rid of them. I said, I sold them as a lot. Here's the entire collection, every cover. And now here they come out with more.
Ain't that a bitch? Now they come out with more. And they issue number 25.
Yeah. Grr.
Grr, hiss. Well, you know, my regret is that I'm not following it still, because I would love to. I love him as a writer, but the last 2 things, Joy Division, which if I don't have it up on the shop already, I'm going to put it up. It was okay, but you know, it was in the futuristic thing, kind of a cool thing. But Masterpiece, the last thing I read by him, I just didn't like it at all. Then he comes back doing Powers again, and now it looks like it's doing okay. Well, good for him. You know, I'm glad to hear that, and I hope people read it now. And I love this Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1 homage cover. Huh? How about that?
It's been a long time since I've read Bendis, but I really used to like the way he wrote female characters. It made me wonder if he had his wife and or daughters as inspiration and or editors. Anyway. Jessica Jones, or Alias, I should say. He wrote Alias, remember?
Uh-huh.
I was just so impressed with, and some of the female Avengers characters when he was writing them, and Dina Pilgrim from this series.
Oh yeah. I'll bet. I bet now I don't have any facts to back this up, and I don't know if my thing is working or not, but it's not playing, of course. I don't have any facts to back it up, but
you're not wrong.
Write them like they were people. Yeah, I mean, he does it very well.
Mm-hmm.
He does it very well. But that Masterpiece series, I feel like that may have been like his daughter that he was writing it about or something. And I think it was like important to him, obviously, because you love your children, your grandchildren. But I just thought that it didn't hit with me. He's like he was trying to write it from the point of view of that Gen Z kid, and it just didn't hit for me. It just, dude, just write the power stuff that I like. Just
write what you know.
Yeah, so I didn't like that, but I'm glad he's doing well on here. I hope people are buying this. Dark Horse is kind of like, having trouble too, but I'm glad he's doing it still. And it's just a self-indulgent pick right here for me. So sue me. I like Brian Bendis, and I hope he does well. And but I'm not gonna be able to help him because I can't buy his books right now. Anywho,
responsible for Ultimate Spider-Man way back in the day.
He is. That's right, man. People forget about that. Screw that guy. What has he done lately? People, yes. yes. Yeah, and Mike, I love that cover too, man. That's one book I'm keeping. I've got like a G copy of Nick Fury #1. I haven't been able to find a mint copy. I'm not going to look for one now. So I'm keeping that one I've got, and I love that. I love Steranko's run on that stuff. I'm keeping all the Steranko books from that run. So God willing, God help me. All right, so look what time it's getting to be. It's time for the penultimate book, and here it comes. Feel funny about how much homage covers work on me. There's the past overshadowing the present. But now you give me too much to think about there, Damien. I feel guilty. All right. Yes, it is time for the penultimate book. Yes, as is shouted out by everyone in the chat, because you know what time it is. It's a great time. We pick the best book of next week, or so we think. It was kind of a slim pickings week. I'm not going to play him this time, but it was close to being a slim pickings week. But I was able to find something, and that something is called Sicko, and it is from Ignition Press. It's been making a lot of good stuff lately, and I don't have There's no trailer for it because, trailers just don't exist anymore. And so instead, I found a video of the writer, Miss Teenie Howard, talking about her book, Sicko, which is the same as the Michael Moore movie from the past, which is very good too. All right, here we go. Teenie Howard.
By me, one by Emma Carpina, and colors by the amazing Amanda Pacini, letters by my old cohort, Ariana Meyer, who I worked with on Caliber. If you aren't sure what Sicko is, it is the story of Valentine Virago, who is a young woman who has to leave med school when her chronic illness flares up. Her immune system attacks herself, and then it starts attacking people around her. This is where our story starts. If this is exciting to you, maybe you know what it's like to be sick. Maybe you know what it's like to have a body and how weird it is. Join us on Sicko. That's #1. It comes out July 22nd, which is during San Diego Comic-Con, which is going to be a blast. If you want a copy and you want to get in that week, you're going to need to place your order by today. Thank you to Ignition Press for being the first and biggest fans of Sicko. And I can't wait to have you guys enjoy it. Today, final order cutoff. Let your comic shop know by 6 p.m. today that you want a copy of Sicko #1. They can order that for you. There's some beautiful covers. It's a fantastic story. I'm really excited for it. Check it out. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Sicko from Ignition Press. But doesn't kill you, makes you stronger, or so the cliche goes. Valentine Virago has always struggled with her health. Her rare autoimmune disorder has defied all treatment, and as she grew older, it defied even classification. You see, Valentine can take her immune system and weaponize it. What would just be a normal sneeze for the rest of us, she can turn into a projectile of bloody miasma, just as a start. Fed up with being a test subject, poked and prodded by pushy doctors, Valentine has gone on the lam in search of the freedom to be herself. Unfortunately, interested parties want her back in their care, quote unquote, and they are sending goons in hazmat suits, led by Jono, her one-time nurse and potential love interest. They're offering her a spot in a private medical facility run by Jono's parents. Val isn't one for institutions. However, and what some may see as a safe haven, she sees as a prison. And who wants to be trapped in a prison when you're already trapped in your own body? Teenie Howard, she wrote Marian Heretic. That's right, that was good. Teams up with artist Amokar Pina, who did X-Men in First Class and Galactica, and colorist Amanda Grazzini, Creepshow and Cryos. For the new series, Sicko, a surreal story perfect for fans of Doom Patrol and mutant adventures of all kind.
I was just going to say, I get such a Vertigo feel off that cover.
Oh, like you want to puke?
Well, yeah, I know why you're saying that, but no, I mean that in a good way.
Vertigo, the imprint, Vertigo.
Yes, who I previously knocked for killing or for firing Karen Berger and killing off the line. Shame on you, Vertigo. But anyway, this reminds me of Vertigo.
But I'm not bitter at all about it. Yes, it does kind of look like the good old days of Vertigo. Yeah, you're right. Well, I don't know if Teenie Howard was maybe she was a Vertigo fan back then.
It's a neat concept too, I should say, regardless of what the cover looks like. I like that concept.
Yes, isn't it?
I have a friend I want to get this for.
Yes. What was nice and gross too. If she's like hocking loogies on people and just making them like turn into things and stuff like that. Yeah. This was definitely a shoe in for the Penultimate Book for this week, man. This is like, okay, yeah. This is definitely it, man. This is definitely it. Nothing else is gonna top this. So
Hashtag Felix.
There, I had to put the cover on the things so it doesn't sit on there again and make things go crazy. This premise fucks hard, says this person here. Never read a teeny comic outside of DC. I'll have to check it out. Okay. It's like some people are down with it.
So it's interesting to me that you read the comments. I never read the comments.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have a profile on here at all?
Yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, my LCS uses this site to manage my pull list.
Oh.
So
Really?
yeah, so I'm here every now and then.
Every now and again. Okay. Yeah.
I don't pull all that many books, so but I never read the comments. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe I should.
I use it only when we're doing the show. That's the only time I pretty much use it when I'm doing research for the show, that kind of thing.
Well, let me ask you, is there anything in the comments that would sway your opinion one way or another about getting it or not? Or have you made up your mind by the time you're reading the comments?
I probably made up my mind by then. Yeah. Yeah, because Drew Warpath here says there's not been a single subpar ignition title. Even the stuff I'm not interested in is straight fire. I wouldn't go that far, but there's some good stuff coming from. I've never been disappointed with Ignition Press. I put it that way. I've never had one. Oh, that's just ass. I've never had that kind of a thing go on. So yeah. So this is in the same vein here. This is a Juliet NECA variant. Kind of cool. Lollipop. And
that is a lollipop cover.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, I'm thinking bubblegum covers. Never mind.
There's got to be a lollipop. There's got to be a lollipop thing too.
Yeah, there's got to be.
Just got to be, man. You know what I'm saying? I think you do.
Like those guys are late to the game.
Yes. Oh my God, this one here is 1 in 10. Matthias Bergara. Excuse me, Matthias Bergara. This is definitely. I don't want to read while you're eating something. It's like talk about your. I don't think those are like chocolate covered cherries there that she's hawking out. Yeah. So yeah, there's that. It looks like a good book though. So I don't know if I pre-ordered it, but I'll probably be picking up probably from Danger Room. If you ordered it, Frank, I'll pick up a copy from you, and I'll check out Sicko, and that is your ultimate book this evening. And coming on down the list, Bad Thoughts. I thought was good. I thought it was damn good. Yeah. Oh my God. And this is a guy that he works for some kind of a black ops operation, and he can actually hear people's thoughts. And I guess they weaponized that, of course, because you weaponize everything in this world. But it's a catch, you got to listen to all this stuff all the time, all the people saying all the horrible things. And this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what's wrong with the world right here. This is why the Strait of Hormuz is not open. This is dynamite. The boys' bloody blind bag. Things of you to say. The boys'
$30.
bloody blind bag edition, number 1, $29.99. Bullshit. No
Buyer
fucking
beware. Buyer beware.
Yes, Bobby Ware. Yes, indeed. You good to know. I'll pick up a copy. Oh man, yeah. I mean, if you buy that, you deserve to be screwed around. I mean, there's nothing. I can't think of anything. What am I going to get for unless everyone has got like a 1 in something or a sketch by some artist. I know it doesn't. I'm not even gonna click on that. Screw that thing, man. Forget it. It's dead to me. Skate. I think it's Skate Alley. I finally read Skate Alley number 1. That was a penultimate book on a slow week. It was not terrible, but it was not for me. It's like a all ages kind of a thing, It's nice artwork, but just not something that I would enjoy. It's written for a younger generation. I'll put it that way.
That's what I was thinking. I am not the target demographic.
Oh no. I thought it might be. I thought it might reach across the aisle though. I thought it might be like, nope. It's for a younger audience for sure. And I have zero interest in skating, and I don't care that it has been outlawed in Los Angeles for some odd reason. But if you do, it's for you. Estuary was good and spooky. That was a good spooky first issue. I didn't get past that one, but there's something you might want to check out if you like that kind of stuff from Only Press. Hidden Springs, I loved it. I'm probably going to find issue number 2 and 3 and get that whole series and eventually sell it because I liked it that much. I was surprised that it was that good of a series. But these old people who were left alone in the woods by this this caretaker, and they met an alien kaiju, and it just evolves from there.
Mind management issues.
Mind management, new and or improved. This is one of your deals. This is one you bought that nice cover of, right?
Yeah.
And
the one that had a second print show up on the same day as the first print.
Go figure. We've already got it planned out what's going to happen here. Okay, and giant size young blood #1. Okay, if that's what you want.
The normal size was not enough.
I know. Well, she said, hey. All right, so down the list, Murder Drones #5. That's kind of a thing, I guess. Another thing that wasn't for me, but I guess some people like it. I'm not going to knock it. Bloodland #1 was good. I did like that. What else? Starfleet Academy. No, nothing about that. Oh, nothing about nothing. Flash Gordon Quarterly #8. I'm glad that Flash Gordon is doing well with Mad Cave Studios. It's doing so well that it even has a quarterly magazine also. So, are you a Flash Gordon fan?
Well, no, I should say I am not, but I liked the look of the first few issues. It looked like they were doing that, what I would call that era of sci-fi. They're doing it justice. They're doing it well.
Mm-hmm.
I think of it as kind of campy, episodic sci-fi, which is fine. I'm not sure if that's really what it is, but it looked like it's what it was.
Yeah, that's what they were kind of going for. Yeah,
fun, rollicking adventure stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Cave, I think they did Dick Tracy too, I want to say.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
They may have done, they did a version of Dick Tracy. I think it was Dynamite may have done one as well. But those they revamped those two franchises and did a good job on it.
Who is doing or was doing Johnny Quest and Space Ghost?
That may have been Dynamite.
I know Space Ghost is still going strong. I don't know about Johnny Quest.
Yeah, shit.
I hear a lot of good things about Space Ghost.
Yeah, I think, Space Ghost was damn sure good. The first series, I loved it. I didn't get the second series, but I've heard good things about that second series too. I'm pretty sure it's Dynamite. I could be wrong. It might be, I thought it was Mad Cave at first, but I think it's Dynamite. Dread the Hall 2020, every year. And they finally put Maria Wolf's covers on the main cover, so they figured it out. This is about like con season and all that jazz.
Oh. So hall as in like exhibition hall?
Exactly.
All right. Nice.
And Absolute Batman #1. What printing is this? This is like San Diego Comic. Oh my good Lord mighty. Yeah. Another con exclusive.
I don't get that. I don't.
The con exclusive thing?
Stop putting out variants of books that came out over a year ago. Call it a subsequent printing if you want, but come on.
Yeah. Because you buy that book, I mean, it's going to talk about the minute you drive it off the lot. It's like, it plunges immediately. Buy it if you like it, but don't pay a big price for it.
Well, plus, what are they doing selling I thought the only place you could get a San Diego Comic-Con variant would be at San Diego Comic-Con or eBay.
Probably.
Or the artist's web store.
I bet it's probably going to be only available there.
Okay.
I bet it probably is because it's coming up soon. I think maybe this weekend.
It's just weird that they're soliciting it on this site.
It's just to get the FOMO, man. Gotta get the FOMO going.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get that book. Where can I get it? I'll fly to San Diego and get it.
Yes. Buy my ticket right now.
That's right. Or I'll pay some crazy price for it online for somebody that went to San Diego and bought it. Even better.
Guilty. Not lately, but in my day.
My friend, all of us are guilty of that. So there's no shame in that game.
Yeah. Yes. That's how we know to beware as buyers. We've been burned.
Oh, yeah. That's the only way you know. Last thing we're going to take a look at is this one, which is Good Devils Don't Play Fair with Evil. You know anything about this?
I do not, other than it's a second printing.
I have the first printing. And it has like a very much a cover like this one, I think. This is the first one, I think, here. The first printing. That's the second printing. No. This is the same. That's the design, I should say. This is the design of the first book that I picked up like a couple of months ago, before the whole Absolute Batman thing super took off. You know, I mean, it was already like, you know, hovering like, you know, man, 40, 50 bucks, you know, but then it just like got in a rocket ship and just, you know, so I guess even now that that's happened, this is coming more to light. This like highlights Dragata's stuff before Absolute Batman, which is fucking amazing. I like this book a lot. I mean, when I got it, I was like, oh, this is, and it was like not a collaboration. It was like a collection, I guess, of all some of the stuff he'd done that had people had kind of ignored, you know. So this is, I already have this, so I'm not going to get. Maybe because of the what draws me in is this 1 in 25 cover by Nick Dragata. Of course, the obligatory Ab Bats, you know, homage now, which every comic in the world would have one. You know, step aside Amazing Spider-Man 300. This is going to be the new thing. Everybody's going to fucking have one of these.
Thank God, someone needed to stop that madness.
I know, right? So from Nick Dragata. Oh, Dragata? I always say Dragota. It's definitely Nick Dragata, like ricotta cheese.
I would say the same. Yes.
Yes, Nick Dragata, East to West, Absolute Batman. You may have heard of that. And David Brothers, Time Waits, the other guy who made this thing, who I guess is chopped liver now that Nick Dragata is blown up so much. Comes 3 tales that hit like a truck. Who will rule the roost in the post-apocalypse? Will the greatest boxer alive actually live up to his self-proclaimed legend? And just who will survive in America? So many questions. So many questions. That's David Brothers, who wrote this story with Nick Dragata illustrating it. I mean, it's a well-written story too, as well. You can find this book, and you can. Good Devils don't. What do they do? Don't die hard. Don't play fair. Don't play fair with evil. Yeah, this is definitely worth picking up. For first, I bet it's probably in somebody's dollar bin somewhere.
So, is it a one shot, or is this just the 1st issue of an ongoing?
I believe it's a one shot. It's a one shot. It's 64 pages long. Yeah, yes. I believe it's a one shot because there's 3 different stories inside there, and you can definitely see Dragata's animated roots, or manga roots, I should say, because this is a guy who's been around for a while, developing his style, and you know, this Absolute Batman thing is not a fluke. People who are still doubting it, you know, I know it had a decent print run for a modern book, you know, it's, you know, all that jazz, but it's reaching people other than just us, you know, just people who are, you know, in the mainstream comic world. I mean by us, you know. The 14,000th Absolute Batman. No shit. Space Case, what's up? Oh, hey, thanks for stopping by, Frank. Peace and love. See you next week. Yeah, so this is worth picking up, and I would love to get this 1 in 25. It's not too much, but I'm not going to get that because I don't, you know, nothing I can do with it.
Rule of thumb: 1 in 10 is $10. 1 in 25 is $25. Is that how generally you?
Yeah, I mean that's
in your world. Okay,
that's the ratio we normally go by. Okay. That's what JP uses as his measure to see what thing is, how much something is going for. If it's going for like, if a 1 in 25 is going for $75, it's obviously a runaway hit. Mm-hmm. It's 3 times ratio. I forget the other rules he has about that, but he is, you know. Okay. The more times over ratio it is, the more legs it has, I guess. Unless it becomes a dumpster fire, which is sometimes you pay $75 for it.
That comes a few years later. I mean, do a search for 1 in 1,000. That's all you have to put in. 1 in 1,000 in the comic book section of eBay.
Oh,
and look at how many $10 deals there are that you
had. From they all be staying with tears too, because people that bought them, you know, like, oh my God, I have to let it go now. But I paid so much for this thing, y'all. I feel like a fool.
And I'm lucky if I can get $30 for it now.
I know, like a schmuck. Oh yeah, but yeah. But this book is good though. I like it. This is I think every cover is done by Dragata. This is also,
is that a Planet of the Apes homage?
You know it. You know it. This is yeah. This is just a second printing. So it's an open order book. So it's probably cover price. Yeah.
Well, I think that speaks strongly of it. If you're going to buy it and you already own it, right? You said you already own this and you're getting another copy.
Oh, I recommend other people do it.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
Not me. I already got my copy. Oh, no.
Do as I say, but just as I do.
Exactly. To be fair, if I was not moving out of the country next year, I probably would pick up at 1 in 25. Just because I was just buying up everything that under the sun at that point, and now I'm paying for it.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
And this is a Third Eye Blind. Hey, shout out to the 90s. Nick Dragata Comics Punks variant. This character, this is one of the pages from the interior here, if I recall correctly. This is a mask that the boxer wore in there. The boxer's pretty badass too, and she's packing a Magnum. Lordy, I mean, it's like got that trigger cocked and it's ready to just like blow you away like Dirty Harry or some shit. Okay, all right. Well, if I'm not mistaken, then that's everything.
Grab your skates.
Grab your skates. Drop your socks and well, never mind about that.
I know that one.
I know. Well, I bet you do. Been in the service, know that shit too. All right. So that's it. That's it for this evening. Thanks to everyone that stopped by. Thanks to the folks who are watching on the replay. Thanks to our guests, Lucky Devil Comics, who came by with their book. And thanks to my co-host Phil. Thank you, sir, for making this all possible. I appreciate you so much.
So happy to be doing it.
Oh man,
me and TN trading off again.
Yes, tag team. I don't know if he can do it from Mexico next week. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
You wear a big sombrero or something as he's sitting there, like, "Hey, I'm in Mexico." They like a green screen behind him, like, "Hey, I'm still here." All right, that's going to do it. Felix is lounging on my my Rodecaster. I've got the cover on it now, so hopefully it won't like short circuit. Oh God, man. So what do you got going on in the near future, my friend?
Kind of same as it ever was, which is just as I like it. Every other Monday we have the Drawn to Art stream on the Geek Out with Roscoe channel, and then every other Tuesday is Late Night with Roscoe. So. You can go check me out there. Also, I already have reservations at the West End for Heroes Con 2027, where Drawn to You Art Stream hopes to have its own booth. More details to follow.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh wow, I can't wait to hear more about that. Yes, sir. It sounds like a lot of fun. All right, we hope. Oh, nothing but fun, man. When you guys talk about that show, it's always nothing but fun. All right, so that's going to do it. And thanks to everyone, like I said before, and we'll be back again next week, God willing, and the creek don't rise to do it all over again. Well, until then, peace and love. Peace and love. Good night, everyone.
City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.